Trina, are you ready?
Hmm.
I have to get pretty. Because you know I'm too sexy.
Hmm.
I'm too sexy for this shirt. I'm so sexy it hurts. Just, it hurts. Anyways, hello. We are back. My lovely wife, Miss Lady Pop Hunter. And who am I?
David.
Come on. Where's the fanfare? What happened to Mr. Atomic? Mr. Atomic? Doesn't work for you?
No.
You're a drag. You just drag me down.
Hmm.
She doesn't. She's the best, actually. So, weekly roundup, and believe it or not, this is the slowest week for Funko releases this year. They have the least amount of stuff released, and probably because of the whole Black Friday thing.
Well, it wouldn't be out in stores anyway. All they do is announce,
There's a couple
you
of
know.
things that they just
Oh,
kind of tossed out there
oh, okay.
for Black Friday, I
Mhm.
guess, and just said, "Oh, guess what's coming out tomorrow or today?" And
Uh,
they sort of did that to a few people. GameStop in particular is right on the forefront of that. But before we get started, do you have anything?
yeah, my shout outs.
Shout
To
outs.
some new subscribers.
How do we go from like one to like
Because
pile?
a lot of people, they don't really have a channel with
Yeah,
like content. They might just watch YouTube and have a channel but no content on
yeah, they
there.
don't have
So
videos.
Gary Walters, he always watches and comments. So I want to say
Mm-hmm.
thank you to him and just give a shout out to him. Funko Pop Master Collector. Now he does have a channel, and I
Okay.
have checked it out. It's a bunch of hunting, some collections. I haven't seen a lot of his videos, but I've seen like one or two. So
Mm-hmm.
he has some good stuff.
Okay.
And Miss Rita Hodges, she has a lot of tours, collection tours
Okay.
of her stuff. She collects mainly Star Wars. A couple of videos I've seen, it was a
Mm-hmm.
lot of Star Wars in there. But Funko Pop Master Collector, he has
A channel,
more. Well, yeah, he has a
a
channel,
functioning channel.
and he has more than just Funko Pops. And Rita Hodges has, from what I've seen already, it's just Funko Pops and there's a lot of Star Wars stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
she does do tours, a lot of tours of the things she has.
Okay.
So just want to give a shout out to them. Thank you for subscribing, watching the videos, and commenting.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And if any of you get a chance to check out the people that we give a shout out to that have content, take a look.
Yeah, just take a look, see what they got. Maybe it's something that you like. So,
So, getting started,
mhm.
Black Friday, GameStop. Now, GameStop, they had these mystery boxes, and each mystery box had one pop in it, and you could get either an 8-bit Joker, an 8-bit Ryu from Street Fighter, an 8-bit Raiden, which is from Mortal Kombat,
Mhm.
8-bit Mega Man, or 8-bit Predator, right? 5 variations, and each of those 5 is available in a chase variant. I don't have pictures of all of them because they didn't really show this to anyone. People just know that the box is out there and the mystery boxes are just starting to come revealed. I got the Predator one up that shows the regular and chase variant.
Mhm.
So, God, if you wanted all 10 of those, you'd be in trouble at GameStop because that could get real expensive.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of the 8-bits.
No, I don't like the 8-bit. It looks, I don't know, it just looks a little cheesy to me.
And they're trying to break into that whole pixelized because it was I forget who makes them. Somebody was already making pixelized stuff, and I guess they wanted to jump on the bandwagon.
I guess. I don't know. I don't like it. It just, like, I'm looking at the Predator right now. You really can't tell what it is.
And oh, in the box you also get a lanyard with the little keychain of the same character on it,
Hmm.
as well as a pair of socks.
Some people like
Yeah,
those quirky socks like that.
yeah.
The socks is like whatever, that's okay, but you get a lanyard and I think a pin or a
No, it's a
patch. I know you get a lanyard, but you
keychain
get
on
like
this one.
three things. You get like a lanyard, the socks, and I think a pin or a patch.
No, but this one is a keychain.
Oh, it's a
It's hanging
keychain.
on the lanyard
Oh. Okay.
for this one. I know they do that in other boxes, but that's
Mm.
what they're doing with this one. And
Another
another
Batman.
Batman mini Hikari that they threw out there
Hmm.
in two other colors. And again, doesn't do anything for me.
No, it just doesn't look like much of anything. I mean,
You
it's
can tell it's
I
Batman,
mean,
but
you can tell it's Batman, but
limited to 2,500 pieces. But yeah,
yeah.
I'm not too impressed with it.
No, that's not
I
impressive at
wasn't
all.
impressed with the other one
No,
that they had out before this.
no.
This is a three-pack. It's an Entertainment Earth three-pack of all three of the Guns N' Roses figures, but it's
Hmm.
going to come together in a bundle.
Oh, because I was gonna say I know those are already
They've
out.
already been released,
Oh,
but I
okay.
guess the three of them are being released together. Although they did not specify if it's you're just getting all three of these pops or
Hmm.
if all three of them are coming in a three
In a
pack.
3-pack.
Because that was done with the Yellow Submarine Beatles figures where they were each released separately, but you could get all four of them in one box. And the assumption is what they said was that it was all going to come in one package, but then this is the image they released.
Mm.
So I'm a little confused about that.
Well, that would suck if you already have those three.
Unless they don't have packaging ready yet.
Hmm. Maybe that's the case.
It's a Three Stooges. Next, a couple more basketball players.
I don't know any of them.
NBA. I don't know who they are either. I don't watch basketball, but it's the same body, and they just switch the headouts, but the heads out, but the heads are just basic heads. They just
That's anybody's
they
head.
could repaint it, change the hair a little bit, and just put anybody's name on those.
Yeah,
I don't
Morgan or T
traditionally
Dog or something.
traditionally sports figures don't do well anyways.
Oh yeah, even
Yeah,
with Funko.
as far as I know. I
Mm.
have no idea. I don't collect the Funko sports figures at all.
Mhm.
But in the past, I'm just saying, like they go up when they come out,
Mhm.
and then they just die, like the starting lineups. We
Yeah.
talked about those before, and once upon a time they were worth quite a bit. Now, I mean, you can get them for a buck a piece, literally.
I said the only place I've really ever seen the sports one is at Toys R Us. Toys R
Yeah,
Us has a ton of
they
them.
do.
I don't really see the sports ones at other places, you know, but Toys R Us seems to have a lot.
Yeah, they
And the only
do.
reason why I've noticed because they have a lot and they have them all in one area. So, but
And next from their Zodiac series,
mm,
the Sagittarius limited edition,
that's cool. I
number
just
six
want
in a series,
my Zodiac. I don't know if people are getting all of them or are they just getting
getting their
their
own.
month?
Yeah,
Why don't they have it numbered by the month?
they got it numbered by their release. I guess they wanted to jump right into it. Yeah, it would have made more sense if they started at the beginning of the Zodiac on that month as the first release and worked their way through because Sagittarius is really the last one in the Zodiac, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it is. Um,
It should have been, if it is, it should have been 12.
uh,
I don't
or
know.
or Zodiac would be for around December,
I don't
for
know
the month of
what
December.
Sagittarius is. I only
Yeah,
know mine.
it's the month of December.
Oh.
But yeah, their number sequence is out of order, which doesn't surprise me because Funko does weird stuff like that, like the Mr. Monopoly that's supposed to be at
Mm.
Walmart that no one can find at Walmart. Just
Somebody just
just
did a
saying. Did they?
STS guys did
Did they find one?
I didn't get to watch the video. I saw it and I got it saved to watch later.
Oh, okay.
But they show that they have it. They did a video
I haven't
of it.
seen it yet.
I haven't watched it yet to see what they said about it. Like I said, I got it in my watch saved to watch later list. But I think they have it because they got a video. So
But they're technically incorrect sometimes like that.
yeah.
Because, for example, there is no Mr. Monopoly. That character has a name, and Monopoly isn't it.
Oh, what is it?
It's Uncle Pennybags.
Mm.
Rich Uncle Pennybags
Oh,
is the actual name of
that
that
guy.
icon. Yeah,
Oh,
they could have said Uncle Pennybags from Monopoly or something like that. But it's the same thing as like when I griped about uh, the astronaut Smurf, and I was like,
yeah, Astro Smurf.
there is no actual Astro Smurf.
It's
That's
dreamy.
Dreamy Smurf. Yeah, if you know the Smurfs, but I don't know,
But
Funko doesn't care.
I think with that a lot, Funko doesn't watch or doesn't know a lot of the characters. Because if you see some of the things they're like spot on.
Yeah, sure.
But then others, you're like, hey, why wouldn't you have done this instead of that? And then it makes you wonder, do you even know the stuff that you're putting out, or do you just get franchises and you
Crank
kind
it.
of look at, okay, these people were on that series or in that movie, so we're going to just put those figures out, not really knowing anything about it. I think their sales would do better if they actually watched the show and then put the figures out based on the show. Like for an example, and I think we've talked about this in another video, they did the 2-pack Negan and Carl.
Yeah.
It would have been more effective if they did the 2-pack. If they wanted to do a 2-pack of Negan and Carl, they put Negan in a white t-shirt holding a plate of biscuits and Carl without an eye patch.
Yeah.
Because if you watch the show, you would get that reference.
Yeah.
But to put two commons
Yeah,
in
it's
one
just
box,
the two pops
yeah,
they were already
I
producing.
think that was a waste, and it was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to do that, they even could have did like Carl with a gun pointing at Negan when he was getting out of the
Yeah, he
trailer
jumped out of the
or the
trailer.
truck.
That's right.
Right. Something like that. If they insisted on doing a 2-pack of those two characters, they could have just did more. And I think if they watched or they pay all these money for these interns or these assistants, say, hey, do you actually watch these shows? Give me some pointers. Or watch a couple episodes.
Yeah, there was a lot of griping about that 2-pack.
Because who
There
wants to
was a
buy
lot
a
of grumbling.
2-pack of two commons? I don't mind buying a 2-pack. I don't think I even have any 2-packs, but if I bought a 2-pack of something, I would rather, and it's in a common form, I would rather the 2-pack not be two commons, because it's like you bought the same thing twice. It's just
Yeah,
now you just
you got another
like that
package.
Axl Rose set. If they put all three of those characters in one box dressed exactly like that, I think that's a waste. But if they did, I don't. I used to listen to Axl Rose, but I don't
Yeah.
know any of their thing. But let's say they did a concert in a certain outfit, change up the outfits and then put them in there. You know what I'm saying?
Or
Just change
even
it
just
up
change the color schemes, how they're
or
painted,
change the
maybe, just to make
outfit.
it a little different.
Make it feel like, oh, okay, I didn't buy this all over again. Just 3
Mhm.
people in one box or 2 people in one box or whatever. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
That's all right. Next, the Contest of Champions, I guess it is, Marvel Game vs. Venom Pool, only at GameStop, which is a combination of basically they just merged two figures together. It's a Deadpool and Venom, even though that kind of looks more like Carnage because Carnage is red and Venom is black. But it says Venom Pool.
I thought Deadpool was black and red, isn't it?
He is.
Mm.
But Carnage is white and red traditionally.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's white and red.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I've seen their pictures before, but I don't know the characters.
They just Frankenstein two characters together.
Yeah, I guess that's cool.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man Walmart gift box.
Yeah.
And it's got the Homecoming video, a couple of pairs of socks, a comic book, a pin, and Spider-Man hanging upside down with a book. And it looks like he's reading the comic that comes, or reading a comic book.
It's a chemistry book.
Oh, is it a chemistry book?
Mm-hmm. I saw a close-up.
Oh, you saw it. Okay.
Yeah, I saw a close-up of that thing. And then they also have an exclusive or a chase version And then I saw somebody trying to figure out what's the difference between the two, because you can't really tell because it's the
Yeah,
same book. He's hanging upside
I
down,
remember that.
and I mean, just looking on the TV, because I saw it on YouTube. Looking at it on the TV, you couldn't find any difference. But I guess maybe if you hold it in your hand, maybe one might be metallic or something. Who
I hope
knows?
there's a difference. Yeah.
Or is it a sticker confusion again? Like they did something
I
came
know
out a
who you're
few months
talking about.
ago.
It was one of the pops from Valerian, and they
Yeah,
had three of them, but two of them were chases, but they made a mistake where they put a chase sticker on the non-chase version.
or on the
So
common.
then, yeah, on the common. So the common is available also with a chase version. So technically all
It's
three of
three is
them,
chases.
it's like Doggart or something. I'm trying to remember the name, but
I don't
it's
know.
from the Valerian movie. And people were like, "What the heck?" You know, basically ended up with three chases for a figure that nobody wanted anyway.
Yeah.
And a close up of the
Oh, the
box
box.
sealed there,
Mm.
the homecoming gift box. And believe it or not, that is it.
Oh wow, really?
That is, yeah, that's what I was saying. It is
Mm.
their slowest week this year because
Mm.
every week it seems like they've got like 15 or more
Mhm.
either items or whole lines coming out. It's nonstop, but that's it.
Oh wow.
That's it for this week, believe it or not,
Mm.
so far
Mm.
that I know of. Aside from their having their Facebook page has a ton of giveaways right now.
Mm.
It seems like every hour for a couple of days they were putting up giveaways, but they were also mixing it with ads for the Toy of the Year awards. Like,
Mm.
hey, Funko's nominated for this for Toy of the Year. So I think they're just trying to pump their fanatics up by having a bunch of giveaways that they don't have a shot at. It is not easy. It is not easy to win those
I
giveaways,
never
as I
seen
understand it. Well, you're supposed to like the picture
that. Mhm.
and then make a comment below
Mhm.
to for whatever question they ask you. What's your favorite episode of this? What pop do you think we should make in this line
That's their
next?
way of being lazy.
Yeah, because then you're the one providing all the ideas
Right.
because
Because
they don't have to
and
think.
that goes back to what I was just saying about them not watching the actual
Hmm.
let's say cartoon that they're putting out. If they're asking you what's your favorite episode, and then you tell them like, oh, okay, let's go find that episode, and now we'll make a pop.
Pop
You
based
know,
on
if it
that.
was something, I can't think of it. Oh, okay, like the Looney Tunes. If they said, "What's your favorite episode?" and I say the one with Leopold, oh, let's
Hmm.
go find that
And make
episode.
a Bugs
Let's
Bunny
make
Leopold,
Bugs Bunny Leopold, and
which they
then the
should have done
opera,
anyways.
right, and the opera singer.
Yeah,
You know, and then they could do a chase or an exclusive with Bugs Bunny playing the what was it, the banjo, or
he
he
was
had a
playing
harp, because and then
a
he had a
banjo, a
harp.
harp, and a tuba.
Yeah. So that's just their way of being lazy to say, okay, we're not going to sit here with all these franchises and actually watch this stuff.
Because they literally do that many times. It's like, what pop do you think we should make for this line next?
Yeah.
And somebody's reading those. They got some poor
Some,
unpaid intern
yeah,
whose
some
job it is to
intern,
go through that stuff.
and they'll write it down and say, okay, we got 50 for Looney Tunes,
Yeah.
30 for Cow and Chicken, I don't know, and whatever else.
You know what
You
was a
know
good one?
what?
They were doing a Stranger Things giveaway and they said, "What's your favorite episode of Stranger Things?" And somebody commented, "It's the episode." It was a Target exclusive giveaway.
Oh, I
It was a
saw that
Target
video.
one, a Target exclusive Stranger Things pop that
Mhm.
they were giving away.
Mhm.
And the one of the responses was, "How about that episode where people went to Target and actually found the figure? And because winning this contest is the only way I'll ever get it."
Yeah.
And how about that episode? And I just thought that was pretty funny, which is tying in pretty well because a lot of people complaining about
Target.
not finding stuff at Target
Yeah, and I'm kind
or
of
Walmart.
nervous about Target because they're getting one of the Masters of the Universe pops as an exclusive when that comes out in January.
Yeah, and Target's getting the faker.
Mhm.
Target's getting the faker.
Yeah.
I don't remember who's Walmart.
I don't know if Walmart's getting anything, but I know Target is
Target's getting
getting
faker.
one of them.
And
Is it?
that's what people were commenting. They tore the
I
comment
am
section up
so
under on their Facebook, like, we will never get this.
no.
We're not going to find this unless you make some changes. A lot
Yeah,
of people are paranoid about that. Target's wise to you folks.
yeah.
They're
So they already got their dibs on it.
yeah,
They got their little
it's going
mitts
to
on
be
it.
messy. Although some of the other stores have been getting better about cleaning it up. Like we talked about Hot Topic not too long ago, did a lot
Yeah,
better with
Hot
the
Topic
chases.
is doing better.
Our last
Toys
video
R Us is doing
our
good.
last chase video, we
Yeah.
talked about that because we walked in and actually saw chases there, and it's like, holy crap, it's first
They
time.
had them all pulled out and
Yeah,
sitting on the
they had it
counter.
separated and they had it numbered off.
Hmm.
So it was like, wow, that's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
So I don't
So
know, maybe they'll follow suit, or maybe they just don't care because they're Target.
they don't care.
They don't. I guess not.
Business is down in
Business
the
is business.
dumps. Um, and they
Yeah,
really
Target's
don't.
been losing money.
Yeah, and
Target
they
and
really
Toys R
don't
Us.
care.
Target and Toys R Us have been losing money.
Hmm.
Obviously, Toys R Us is in trying to file for bankruptcy.
Mm.
And they just opened that department too. They figured out that collectors are, adult. It took them 20 years, but they figured out that adults are buying the toys more than children. So they made their adult collector specialty little section that they carved out.
Yeah, that's probably the
Barnes and Noble
section
doing it too,
that does the best.
probably. If and I noticed also I picked on them on Instagram for this too. We have an Instagram open by chance if you're looking for it. But I picked on them on Instagram because when they first got them in, they were putting those tags on them. The detection tags,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's the ones with the wheel and the wires. So they cranked them in and they crushed all the boxes on the Tamashii Nations Bandai exclusives that they had. They were all just demolished, and I put a picture of them up, the Transformers ones that they had on Instagram. It was like,
Hmm.
way to go, Toys R Us. People aren't going to
Barnes and
pay
Noble did that too.
$60 for an action figure after you destroy the box.
Yeah.
But they stopped doing it. Those tags are not on those figures in that section anymore.
I
So
mean,
they figured it out.
if they're so concerned, just put it in a case like they do with the video games.
Yeah,
You know
have
what I
somebody
mean?
monitor that section
Yeah, and then you
and
just
pull it out.
ring the bell and somebody come and take it out for you.
And I'll tell
If
you,
you're so concerned.
people are so worried about like technology stopping shoplifting and all this other stuff. I know it's a little sidetrack here, but when I was a kid and the Star Wars figures first came out, there was a huge problem with people stealing them. The Kenner
Hmm.
Star Wars figures, because figures didn't used to be that small. They weren't 3 3/4 inch figures. They were bigger. So you couldn't just walk away with one.
Hmm.
But the little action figure on the little card was not that hard to swipe.
Hmm.
So what they started doing was they built these pegboard cases. You know what a pegboard is, with the hook, and you line them up
Hmm.
inside of a glass case with a lock on them. Woolworth did that. Caldors did that. I know some of you might not know who those places were. They used to be big brand name stores that
Hmm.
went bankrupt years ago. But that's what they did. They put them on the pegboards lined up in glass cases. You had to
Hmm.
call someone over to get one out for you.
But
And that was in the late 70s.
what I would rather see, and you know, I know the stores probably won't do this, but I would rather see this if your store gets an exclusive of anything. It doesn't just have to be pops.
Hmm.
Put it in the glass case with the lock on it and make people call for it. And then you come, and get one out because it walks away. It never gets to the customers anyway.
Hmm.
Or put it at the customer service or something. Just do some better quality control because the customers aren't getting it. It's walking out of the store. You losing the money anyway. So it would be better for your quality control if you controlled it, you know?
Hmm.
I don't know, those are just my thoughts. I never worked retail, so who knows?
Okay. So nothing on that lineup that I'm too terribly interested in having.
No. But I do want to ask, has anybody out there seen the 2-pack $1 million man in
Oh
IRS
yeah.
pop?
We have not seen it anywhere. We've checked several local
Yeah,
Walgreens and
and if you've seen it, just let me know. I just want to know if it's out there
yeah.
because I've even checked Amazon, eBay, and haven't seen it. Now
And
I
it's
think,
supposed to have been released.
yeah, because every time I see, well, on Pop Price Guide it says that it's released, and I looked up on the Funko website and I don't see anything. And something else I saw, it just said coming soon.
Hmm.
So I don't know. And I went to the Walgreens because it's a Walgreens exclusive. It's not on their website at all. I think I even went to the WWE website and looked for it, and I just can't find it anymore. So I'm just wondering, is it out yet? Does anybody know anything? Is it out, or did you hear at least what month it's coming out? Just so I'll know, so I can be on the lookout.
And hey, Funko, where's the Virgil figure?
Yeah, do $1 Million Man in Virgil.
IRS was late, much later. The
Yeah, he
IRS saw it
came way later than Virgil.
because Virgil, as the bodyguard, who never wrestled, but was always the bodyguard and was on the sideline. Well, he wrestled later on, but
Yeah,
for the
because
first
he
like,
broke off $1 Million Man. They had a little falling out,
yeah,
and after the falling out, then Virgil started wrestling.
because for the first like year or two, he was the bodyguard and he'd go and run around the ring and cause mischief.
Yeah,
But
but I would like to see those $1 Million Man and Virgil,
yeah,
and then just a Virgil and just a IRS. I know.
cool. Why are you encouraging him to make more? There's
And I just
already too
said that
many.
I don't want those comments, right?
Yeah, there's already like we're closing in on 6,000 pops.
Oh, are you serious? From
Yeah,
what? For this year?
no, total
Oh, from the time of the
from
inception?
2010
12? 10? Wow,
on,
6,000. I would think
roughly.
it was more than that. All
I
those
think
Star
I could
Wars
be wrong.
out there.
Star Wars is only just over 300.
That's still a lot.
It is a lot. It
That's
is
a
a lot.
lot.
It's hard to keep up.
Mm.
Stranger Things is getting there.
Stranger Things is going to surpass Star Wars, I believe. And then that's crazy because Star Wars been out the longest.
Yes.
And Stranger Things is halfway there, and they only been out, what, 2 years? Well, they got 2 episodes out, so.
Seasons.
I mean, I meant to say seasons. They got 2 seasons out,
Yeah.
and they almost equal with Star Wars, it seems like.
Yeah. I don't
It
know how many
seems
Stranger
like.
Things there are. I just know that by the
I
end of
don't know.
this year, they're gonna hit like the 300 mark or pass it
Star Wars?
for total Star Wars pops, not counting Dorbs or anything,
But how
just
many of
pops.
those is Han Solo?
I don't know. Not as
150?
many as you think.
150 of them?
No,
Hmm.
no.
Seem like it.
You're exaggerating
That's
desperately
the
there.
only name I know.
That's the only name you know, so you're just gonna keep saying Han Solo.
Yeah.
How many are Han Solo? Not that many. Not. What's wrong with you? I'm surprised you know
Oh,
that. Oh.
BB-8. I know that one.
Oh, she knows another one.
Ha ha ha.
That's a newer one too.
Oh, I don't know. I just know it because it's everywhere, and you got that big BB-8 doll.
Warren has that.
Oh, you gave it away?
Yeah, he's got it's one of those half scale figures.
Them
Warren
BB-8
has.
things.
Yeah, and it makes noise. You press buttons and it beeps at you. Oh well.
So we need more noise.
Well, okay. Anything on that list look appealing to anybody?
Nope.
You know, well,
That's
somebody look, I'm going to show you. That guy wants some of that stuff. But
Probably.
somebody out there wants some of that. What are you looking for? Are you interested in any of that stuff, or what are you hoping for? So always, you can put something in the comment section down below. We do try to respond to the comments as much as we can. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. We appreciate it. Do not forget to take a look at Lady Pop Hunter's channel. She has some different content.
Yeah.
She likes to show bits and pieces of her collection. And we hope to see you again soon. So, bye.
Bye.